So, good afternoon. Welcome to the River Chet. We have just left Loddon on our way to Reedham. Passed a couple of boats. We've had some fun this morning trying to get the boat pumped out, because this boat was only brought on to the Norfolk Broads to be sold. It was in Conway, as far as we know.
Why was it brought to the Broads to be sold?
Because I don't know. I've got absolutely no idea. Yeah, so it was brought to the Broads to be sold.
Is there heating on, Colin?
No, there is no heating on.
Why does it say 17 then?
That's just the temperature in here. So we're cruising off down to Reedham today to meet up with one of Lisa's friends.
Debbie and Tiny.
We're going to meet up with Debbie and Tiny. They can't get their boat. Well, we've got no chance. We've discovered that we are on the Southern Broads. We're not going to get onto the Northern Broads because the air draft of this boat is just over 11 foot. And whilst people have said that on a really low spring you can do it, the possibility is that we will end up stuck on the Northern Broads. So it's something that if we're down here for a period of time we may be able to do, but at the moment no. So we're on our way to Loddon. Identified a few issues. We had a little bit of listing to starboard, which was all to do with one of the tanks not being emptied. It's just been a learning curve, isn't it? It's been an eventful learning curve. So, and we are still learning. The boatyard, Lee at the boatyard, and the other guys whose name I completely forget, Rob, have been absolutely brilliant. They've dropped everything this morning to kind of help us out and put our mind at rest. So yeah, we feel a lot more relaxed. So we are just cruising along at 4 miles an hour, which I have to admit in this boat is a tad challenging. Because it doesn't like going slow, and as was pointed out to me, it is a sea-going boat. It likes to go fast, which at the moment obviously it isn't. So we're on the Chet, as I say, and we're heading down to Reedham.
We get onto a bigger bit of waterway there, don't we?
We can open up a little bit more, but not a lot. Right. Back presently.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're alright. Our subscribers think that I'm an alcoholic. I honestly have no idea why.
Welcome back. We've actually made it to Reedham, and
your parking was excellent.
well, we had assistance.
It's a bit fast.
Are you happy? Are you happy to be on camera? We had assistance.
We didn't get muddy at all.
No. So, do you want to introduce yourself?
Debbie.
Tiny. They have their own boat, but unfortunately they couldn't get under the bridge, and the tides at Vauxhall Bridge and Yarmouth are like horrendous. So
Spring Bridge was open when we got here.
Mhm.
The family house bridge was open.
I didn't see anything come through actually.
No.
there was something come through and turned round and then went back.
Right. Oh well. Yeah. Don't know why they
That's
did
quite
that.
nice. That's parked up there.
Moored. Parked. You park a car, you moor a boat.
No matter, I mean same.
Anyway.
Is that a fire bridge then? Or is that that?
Anyway, I'm not drinking, obviously. Lisa is.
He's a liar. He's a liar. He's a liar. Do you know? We got loads of subscribers. I don't know. They just watch us argue, basically. Don't they? Or me actually tell you off most of the
This time, yeah.
That seems fair.
Yeah. So anyway, we were planning on getting food, but they don't do food on the Monday, which is understandable. I didn't realise it was Monday. I lost track of time.
I just asked Debbie what day it was. One of our things, you know,
So-
we go to somebody's.
Right,
We're not
we
sure
should be
if
back
they've got
after we've taken
capacity.
more alcohol. Hello, so we are still here
Right back, isn't it?
and we are still
Oh,
drinking.
there we go.
We are still drinking. So,
No,
we have. How many of you have?
One.
this is my first gin.
You liar.
It's my first gin.
Oh, it's your
I've not
first
had it- yeah,
gin
there we go.
and
See?
a couple of
My first
lagers and countless packets of crisps and
gin. I hate to say it, but crisps is not technically drinking. They're soak uppers crisps.
Soaker uppers. Sonny, we come to Reedham today purely to meet up with Debs and Tiny, who have got their boat. I'm going to
camera.
turn the camera around, and Debs and Tiny are going to tell us all about their boat,
Which we haven't seen. They've
which
come
we
by
haven't
car.
seen because they've come by
So it
car.
could be a
Because
lie for all we know.
the
It may
tide,
never not
the
really
tides,
happen.
the tides are not in their favour, which means the bridge heights are not in their favour either.
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 That's a castle.
Either or either.
Either
That's a
or either.
That's a castle, isn't
Ironically, we're all from the Devon-Cornwall region, which makes it even
it?
funnier.
Oh,
The fact-
Cornwall actually. Carkill is in technical.
Oh
Cornwall,
dear,
isn't it?
yes. Oh, yeah. So we're all from
So we've all
Cornwall.
travelled 6 hours.
We've all travelled 6 hours to be here. So, right, over to Debs and Tiny.
So anyway, Deb, tell us about your boat.
Tell us about your boat.
So we took a boat share in Blue Mist June last year.
Yeah.
Been looking for boat share for ages because obviously trying to hire a boat now, the prices are ridiculous.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So what's involved with a boat share?
So
A lot of them are different.
a
to be
lot of them are
honest.
different. So some of the boat shares like Silver Moonlight Shadow,
I don't even know what all those are, but I think.
Gooselander, most
No,
of
that's
those.
not Gooselander, it's not.
Most of them are management run.
Yeah.
So you pay your fee for your part of the boat,
Yeah.
and then a management fee on top.
Well, no, that's something that comes out of it.
So does
It
the
comes out
management
what they pay.
company own it and it
Yeah,
then
so
passes
that's,
down?
So they run it.
They run it.
They
so
run it.
that's more like a timeshare.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas ours is a privately owned syndicate, so there's 8 parties.
Yeah.
We're chairman, treasurer.
They do a lot of work for nothing. Actually, they're really
Yeah.
Pardon
So
me,
we,
really good
we
people.
all actually own
a share.
a
Yeah.
share in the
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah, so it's not
And
like...
rather than pay a management committee,
Yeah.
you can have more money to put into the boat.
in-house.
Yeah.
So we paid for our 1/8 of a boat share,
Mm-hmm.
and then we pay a monthly fee,
Yeah.
and then that then goes towards paying for the upkeep of the boat, the tolls,
Yeah.
everything else.
Which, for the record, have just gone up by 13%. There may be a
As
rant,
mentioned in our
as
Yes.
mentioned in the bod. I don't know if it's out yet.
We've already predicted what our
We've
monthly
put it
fees are
up.
going to be.
Yeah.
So we've increased it for this year. We know roughly based on the inflation rate what it's going to be for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
So we've sort of got like a long-term plan for,
They've just
for the
increased it
boat.
all. They didn't used to increase it before,
Yeah.
but now they're going to increase it every year, which is fair enough. It's the only way to do it.
It sounds
Yeah.
like what we've done with like mooring costs and
Yeah, all
insurance.
of that's-
We've
all
just
of
sort of
that's
allowed
included,
for
yeah.
inflation
Yeah.
on the.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you
And
get
then
5 weeks a year.
we
to
get
share?
5 weeks a
Private,
year, and all the monthly fees and things we can then use to put in upgrades to the boat.
If there's
So
anything left
if
over
there's
from
anything
the-
left over, we can put upgrades towards the boat.
Wow.
And if you want anything
So-
else done,
Then you if you
Decide
can afford
between
it,
Yeah.
then you just throw a bit extra in to get things done. So over the winter, the water system wasn't brilliant.
Yeah.
So we've totally upgraded the water system on the boat.
not as personally, I hasten to add.
No.
Does that have to be agreed then? to
Yes,
all of you?
Yeah.
it has to be obviously a
75%
Right.
of shareholders have to agree
Yeah.
before it'll go ahead.
So do you know the other shareholders?
Yeah.
Well,
right,
we haven't
yeah.
met
We
them
haven't met
properly
them
yet, only on
personally.
Zoom meetings because of COVID.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, we do Zoom meetings and
we're hoping
bits
to
and
meet them
pieces.
this year.
The thing is, if you're a broader, aren't you?
Yeah.
Most people feel the same, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
I
our
mean,
boat,
it
so
actually
we're all
sounds.
passionate
It
about
sounds
it.
like a brilliant way to do it.
It's a great way
Because
forward.
it means that you own
Yeah.
a share.
a share
Yeah,
of
we
the
own the
boat.
boat.
And you've always got that.
Yeah.
As a, I mean, if anything happens or we wanted to give up coming,
Yeah.
you've always got that. It's an asset.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because hiring boats costs it's
Hiring
astronomical.
boats is just a
thousands.
nightmare.
Especially the size boat you've got. I mean, we only hired little, what was ours, little wooden ones.
You can't call a broom captain a little wooden one. You've got to be. This is Broadland Orion, people. I do apologise. So.
It's much smaller than.
Oh yeah, crikey! I mean, your boat is massive.
Well, 38 foot. It's not huge, but
Well,
It's big enough.
yeah.
it's big enough. Yeah, it's a 6 berth. I mean, that's what we need. What we
Yeah.
want. It's ideal for what we want. It's ideal.
Yeah.
And it's been well looked after by the people that have had it before.
Yeah,
So they've done upgrades at certain times. When it had a new engine, 2019.
yeah,
So it's got a 50 horsepower engine in it now, and it's brilliant on fuel.
So
yeah.
nobody else who owns it sort of Airbnbs it or.
Not allowed.
No, not allowed to.
There must. You can't even rent it out.
Right, okay.
There must always be. There's 2 people from each member.
Yeah.
There's two signatures on the book, and one of those people have to be on that boat all the time you're on it.
Ah, right.
So you can't go renting it out.
No, so you don't get on and there's a big black bin liner of cans. Or,
No.
No, right, no.
Brilliant. So what I want to do.
That's.
So,
Well, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean,
because you
I-
don't want stag do's.
yes, I mean,
Definitely not.
No, I mean,
It
the thing
can't
is,
be rented out, basically.
I mean, that is brilliant because it is your boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got this. How many of you in the syndicate?
So eight members,
So-
not 8 people. There's
Yeah.
obviously many couples.
So there's 8 members of the syndicate, so you all get a say.
Yep.
Are they all people? They're not private. They're not companies.
No,
No,
they're all
So,
private
so
people.
you wouldn't be
yeah.
able to. That's what we're
I
saying.
see
You
it's kind
can't.
of corporate use.
No.
Yeah,
No,
No,
not
no.
allowed. No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be happy with that at all.
No, that's
wouldn't have joined it.
Because it's your boat then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is brilliant.
So it means people tend to look after things better,
definitely.
and clean it up. And like you said, the last thing you want is to want to go on a boat and be
Yeah.
load of bin bags there.
I mean, I was watching Russell the other day, and I was fascinated how he was saying he has to take the boat back just before and get it all cleaned.
Yeah, we all have to do that.
The management company. It looks like the management company go in and clean the boat, and then what he does is just moor it up, and then that's
Yeah, I
it.
think so.
Yeah, is it a similar sort of thing, or do you?
It's interesting because there is a cleaner that we can use.
Yeah.
If
got
you
the
want
number
to.
If you want to.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you can do it yourself.
Otherwise, you do it yourself.
yeah,
But I mean, the cleaners are there. I mean, some of the people have started using them. We haven't used them yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, well, no doubt if it was in a hurry or something, we would.
yeah,
Pardon me, because obviously going back to Cornwall, you can't always have time to do stuff. But
yeah,
we always used to go in the day before, even when we hired,
yeah,
and we'd go out in the car for the night to go like take the kids to Great Yarmouth or something.
yeah.
So we always had time to clean the boats up. Even in hire boats, we always used to let them clean them before we handed them back.
I mean, this is the thing, and when it's yours, you tend to take more care of it. I mean, we laugh the fact that, I mean, Tiny, you are covered in mud. I was covered in mud. I'd fallen over once. Thankfully, people, you're not going to get to see this, but I stepped out, and then whilst Lisa, Debs and Tiny came down to the pub, obviously I don't drink that much, I managed to fall over, not once, but twice.
We're going to do that on the way back.
Into the mud. I mean, the boats we hired, we left it spotless.
I'm a bit OCD anyway.
Yeah,
Same as me.
yeah,
You
So
find a lot of
I-
people are like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we used to rent a lot of boats through Royals,
yeah,
and they were a brilliant family-owned company, lovely.
yeah,
But they used to put some pictures of some of the states people left the boats in.
yeah.
It's horrendous.
Unbelievable. This is supposed to be non-smoking boats I used to have, and people were leaving cigarettes everywhere and ash everywhere.
It's-
As you
The
say,
boat's quite a confined space for me. Everything
Yeah.
has to be.
Oh,
where it's
don't,
meant
yes,
to live.
yeah.
And then Rich will very often say, "Where is so and so, so and so?" And I go, "It's in that cupboard. It's there. It's there. It's
Yeah.
there." Because everything has
Yeah.
a space.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like that. I'm like that at home. Deb's just moved
Yeah.
it around to have a laugh with me. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Lisa's done to me, to be quite honest. She said to me, before we left, she went, "Do you actually know where everything is on the boat?" And I'm like,
No.
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 Just ask then. Don't put anything back in the wrong place.
I know where the oil dipstick is. I know where the reed filters are.
Yeah,
You know, the dirty bits.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do the dirty bit.
yeah. We have pink jobs. And
Oh,
we have,
not blue jobs and
we
pink
have pink
jobs,
jobs and blue jobs. Yeah,
We know people like that.
yeah. It's there just seems to be a lot more blue jobs than there are pink jobs. So
It's just as well that gin's pink, not blue, really, isn't it?
well, luckily,
Yeah, but
luckily,
blueberry gin's blue. It's got a blue tinge to it.
Well,
Oh,
when,
I
we
better start drinking it.
when we get back on our boat, feeding us is going to be a pink job, isn't it?
oh, definitely,
There we go.
yeah, definitely.
Well, the
definitely.
blue job's sleeping.
Oh yeah. So I have to keep stopping and starting. So what's your plans for the rest of the week?
We're actually going to go to a few places that
I thought you said
in the car.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say funerals. Then I was like,
A few places in the car that we've wanted to visit before.
Yeah.
But when you're here and you're hiring a boat, you think, we paid all this money for this boat. I don't want to spend a day driving around in the car
yeah,
and go and visit somewhere. So, especially now the kids aren't with us.
yeah,
So we're going to have a couple of days of going and visiting places that we haven't never been and wanted to go to.
yeah,
So, which is,
Horsey Mill for seals.
yeah, Debs wants to go and see the seals.
yeah.
It's just,
Can I recommend the Seal Sanctuary in Gweek?
yeah, been there. That's Debbie's second home. It used to be when she was younger. That.
Love
So where are the
seals.
seals here then?
Well, there's apparently there's two colonies up by
There's a
the.
big beach, isn't there?
Yeah, apparently on the other coast, isn't it? Just the
Yeah.
other side of.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go.
Yeah, that's where Debs wants to go. So
Yeah.
we'll be going there. And that Hunstanton, is it?
Hunstanton.
I want to go there.
Very similar to Hunstanton.
Well, there you go.
Sunny Honey.
Sunny Honey. Yeah.
Ironically, just round the corner from where I used to live.
Ah, there you go.
Absolutely brilliant. Sunny Honey. Absolutely great. Love it. Wales next to sea, which is just around the coast from it, is very nice.
Yeah, you wanted to go to Caister Car Museum as well.
Yeah, I'd like to go there. That's
I would recommend Sandringham. Spent a lot of time there with work, but that's another story.
Is that the Officer Training College?
No, it's Sandringham, as in
That's Sandhurst.
Sandhurst. Yes, yeah. So
Yeah, I know nothing.
you're like me, mate. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I have problems
Left
with.
in the dark and
Yeah, I have, I have problems with. I am the proverbial mushroom. So anyway, thank you ever so much for telling us about the boat.
It's okay.
Hopefully we will meet up with these good people again, and we can share some more adventures. And drink more. Obviously, I've only had the pint. Lisa is. As you all know,
through all those fields.
as you all
to
know,
go to
Lisa
the
navigates by pub.
It's a really better
It's the
way.
Maltsters, isn't it?
That's
Ranworth.
Ranworth, which we can't get to because our air draft is 11
Oh,
foot
hair
2.
dryer. I've got.
Air draft. Oh, crap. Can we just pretend we know what we're talking about?
You have to cut the top bit off and then get a.
Well, the idea
bag.
the idea was that I thought the boat actually had a
folding
mast,
Yeah.
which the boatyard have just gone, no, it doesn't. So he has said, I may get under Vauxhall Bridge on a low spring,
But we have to stay there for 6 weeks.
but we'll probably end up on, which I've not got a problem with. I mean, I would like to go up on the Southern Broads. Because you like Ranworth, don't you? You like the Maltsters. Wondered why?
We're on the Southern Broads, aren't we?
No, we're not. No. I like Northern Broads.
There we go. See,
Surely, if you
see,
like
this
gin,
is
you've got to
not
go at the White
first.
Horse. Neat's Head.
Yes.
Oh, that's got gin or us in there.
Yeah.
I'm not that bothered.
So it's Bridging.
So yeah, the British is quite
Do
nice.
not turn on this.
The Bridging had over 15 different types of
See, there is a way
I have
round
tried
it.
for Broads gin.
There is a way-
As soon as we got to Loddon, we went in the pub, didn't we?
So before we'd even picked the boat up, sorry, you've got sort of like a three-way conversation going on here. Before we'd even picked the boat up, we went into the White Horse at Loddon, and Lisa was like, "What gin you got?"
Do a Broads gin.
She do you want Plymouth gin? He was like, "No, thank you." Yeah, done that. That's boring.
I got my little card out. Nope, done all that. Oh, Broads gin. I haven't tried that one yet.
Yeah.
We'll have a go. It was
So
very nice.
before we'd even picked the boat up, we'd experienced, well, you'd experienced broad gin. I was driving the boat, so I had Coke. But say it would be nice if we could sort of meet up at April time, and then, I mean, the answer for us is we could go across Braden, more up on the main.
Can you more up it on the side of Reedham?
We can more up
You
the
can more
other.
up at Great Yarmouth.
Yeah, we can more up at Great Yarmouth.
Oh, yeah, on the main part. Yeah.
Yeah, we can more up on the main part. I'll have to.
Imagine we did go to Great Yarmouth. I really wanted to go to Great Yarmouth.
We went on a bank holiday. We got kicked out of the Weatherspoons because we had a dog. and then it was rammed. Was it a Sunday?
I don't know.
It was absolutely rammed solid.
I just thought it'd be a lovely beach holiday destination, and it just wasn't.
No.
It didn't fit my expectation, and when you've got an expectation, that makes things worse, doesn't it? But hey ho.
Blackpool's like that, isn't it?
But Norwich was fantastic. I didn't have any expectation of Norwich.
The thing is, the other place you haven't been, and I really would like to take you to, is, well, we will do obviously at some point, is Alton Broad. So, more up at the Alton Broad. Is it the Warringman?
Yeah, there is that way. There's a couple of nice pubs there now, and a couple of nice restaurants there now as well.
Which you used to come to Norfolk Broads when you were.
I did.
With your snapbread.
I did. Yeah, I did. So, but there is. It'd be really nice if we could sort of all meet up. So, perhaps meet up in April time, and we could.
Yeah, you can come on the boat.
Yeah, it'd be
We
really
said
nice.
about coming across. It's just
It's got to be the tides.
yeah, it's got
It's got to be the tides.
I'm
Well,
not
I mean,
messing around with the
obviously,
river, don't
Lisa and you can sort of talk beforehand, and we can work out tide times and.
Yeah.
And obviously, if Russell, if you're about, Dave, if you're about, this is a drinking opportunity. Just putting it out there.
Who's this?
Dave Whitworth.
Oh, he's over the south. He's over here now, isn't he?
Yeah, Dave's here. Russell's
Yeah.
here as well.
Oh, is it?
Russell's about as well.
Oh yeah, I know he's about now, but I mean
Yeah.
he's over at Ording though. Whereas
Yeah.
Dave
Thunder's in at the
Thunder's
moment.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
he used to be on Silver Cloud. He's got Lightning now,
Yeah.
so he's swapped for Lightning, isn't he?
All right.
Yeah. Silver Cloud was too small
Well, yeah, his family
because
is
the
growing.
grandchildren. So
Yes.
he's now got Lightning,
Yeah.
which is the sister ship of Thunder.
Yeah. Because they were out.
Boat.
Over
sorry.
Blunder.
Ironically, Dave was walking around Brundle the other day, and
Yes, he saw
I
it.
saw
It was
it.
on his blog.
Yeah.
Yes.
he was like,
saw it.
"Yeah, can you name whose boat this belongs
Yeah.
to? Can you name the channel?"
It's called. Do you know what our boat's called? Did you
I know. And
Well,
I
I
thought,
said,
well,
I said, I know whose boat that is.
Yeah.
yeah, we know.
And then he
I was
sat
like-
back west. I thought,
I'm like,
that's
no,
not fair.
that'd be cheating.
Yeah, David said to me, "Don't put your own name in a hat." I couldn't resist it, so I did it from the other channel to see if that would. I love it. Right, so
If you pick up the draft on the scrabble.
yeah, so we're going to finish up our drinks and then we're going to head back to the boat. Really brilliant talking to Debs and Tiny. And I can't believe we're the only maniacs. We're not the only maniacs to drive from Cornwall to.
We have to ask why tiny.
Joined the Navy when I was 16.
Oh, here we go. I like this.
So the question was why tiny.
Well, yes. So
Yeah.
why tiny?
And the parade master was a little tiny bloke, about this big. And he kept calling me Lofty. And I said, can't you think of anything more original? Tiny sort of stuck.
Yeah.
And every time I went somewhere, there was somebody that knew me, so it just stuck. Even my mum calls me Tiny now.
Yeah.
From taking people home when I was,
Would it be wrong to ask your real name?
Can you remember?
yeah, don't use it very often though.
It's funny, isn't it? Our nicknames stick. So
Yeah.
people say to me, why Waggies Travels? Why Waggies Cruising? And when I was in the police force, I was known as Waggy. And it stuck, and it just seemed like a natural thing to call it.
If I say
I don't-
Rich,
never again.
if I say Rich, nobody at work, nobody knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
It is, it's stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
so everyone knows me.
I never called him Martin. Besides Rich.
Yeah, well, you call me many things, occasionally Rich. But there you go. Hello. We're back on the boat. We've had a really, really good... Can you see the steam from my... So, at this point, we had a little bit of a sound mishap. And whilst the picture was perfect, the sound quality wasn't. So the long and short of it was that we summed up the day and said what a brilliant time we'd had and how nice it was to meet up with Debs and Tiny and discuss about Syndicate Boating. We hope that you have enjoyed this vlog. If you have, please leave a comment. If you have a Syndicate boat and you'd like to chat about how your syndicate works, then give us a shout and we can meet up and have a chat. But please give us a thumbs up, a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you don't already. It all helps, and we really appreciate it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we shall be back in the next episode. Bye for now.